Coming up tonight on YCN News, Governor Hassan dedicates a new veteran center in White River Junction, Vermont. We head to the New London Barn and Playhouse for a look at their current show, The Sound of Music. And a comprehensive list of the area athletes named to New Hampshire's all-state softball team. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN News, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening. It's Friday, July 3rd. I'm Kurt Weedy, and welcome to YCN News. Yesterday, Governor Maggie Hassan was in White River Junction, Vermont, to dedicate the new Veteran Center there that has opened. YCN attended the ribbon-cutting event and brings you these words from Hassan speaking at the dedication.
As we celebrate our great nation's Independence Day this weekend, we will do so with the firm acknowledgement that you have all made it possible. You have all made it possible for us to enjoy the freedoms and the values that we hold dear. And at the same time, we will be recommitting ourselves to supporting you in whatever way you need and in whatever way we can. We owe you our freedom, a debt that we can never fully repay, but this Vet Center is one way that we can ensure that we offer our full support every day. And just before I close, I guess I was thinking a little bit as we were starting up about the significance of being here at the beginning of our 4th of July weekend. We owe you our freedom, but we also are incredibly grateful to all of you for the example you continue to set about what it means to be a citizen and an American, about what it means to care enough about the concept of democracy, the concept that requires all of us to engage with each other, to have our disagreements, but to find a way forward after those disagreements. That's essentially what our founders did after the revolution. We won our freedom, but then it was all about how do we make the freedom work? You all are on the front lines of that too. And the example you set for your fellow citizens is unbelievably important. So I thank you for that. I'm honored to be here with all of you for today's ribbon cutting and to celebrate Independence Day with our nation's heroes. Most importantly, I'm honored to thank you and your families for your sacrifices, for everything you continue to do for us. God bless you. God bless the Granite State. Let's bless Vermont this day too. And God bless the United States of America.
If you're traveling to the Upper Valley this weekend, keep in mind that line striping may delay how soon you will get to Lebanon, Hanover, or points beyond. Pavement markings in Lebanon and West Lebanon are expected to begin at 6 p.m. Sunday, July 5th. This road work will continue Monday, July 6th and Tuesday, July 7th, weather permitting, of course. Expect some lane closures and delays as this work is completed. Lebanon city leaders and public works employees request your patience as this work is completed. Please direct any questions to Maintenance Superintendent Mike Hammond at 603-448-3112. Well, vandalism of computers at the public library in Newport, New Hampshire is at least in the several thousands of dollars. Until further notice, people who need to use the Richards Free Library's wireless internet connection must bring in their own laptops or tablets. Director Andrea Thorpe tells the Eagle Times that all but 4 laptops of the library's computers are shut down. Replacement switches need to be ordered for the computers, says Thorpe. Each switch to correct the computer issue costs between $400 and $600. Newport police are investigating the source and nature of the vandalism. Also to be installed are 4 cameras in the library building to watch people, according to Thorpe. 2 separate road accidents in southeastern Vermont resulted in minor injuries to the drivers and major damage to the cars they drove, state police report. Both drivers were wearing seatbelts. 60-year-old Jackie Restmeyer of Saxons River, Vermont, suffered minor injuries when the 2015 Toyota SUV she drove yesterday on Rockingham Road rolled over and got stuck on its side on top of the guardrails. The road was dry and skies clear when the 6:30 p.m. accident occurred. Police did not report a cause for the crash. The car is totaled. And a 20-year-old driver from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, drove into a gas station and took the turn too fast, police say. Vermont State Police say Ava Lau tried to make a right-hand turn into the Circle K gas station on Route 30 in Dummerston. Instead, she struck a light pole base near the entrance to the station. The front driver's side of the 2000 Buick sedan she drove was damaged and the car's airbags deployed inside the vehicle. The gas station itself was not damaged during the 7:19 p.m. accident. And finally, on a lighter note, the New London Barn and Playhouse is currently showing its performance The Sound of Music. Kearsarge Chronicles' Lynn Solomon took a visit to the Playhouse and spoke with Andre Softelin, who plays Captain Von Trapp. Let's hear from them now.
Lynn Solomon coming to you from the New London Barn Playhouse, and I've just had the pleasure of seeing another fabulous show here, this time The Sound of Music. The Sound of Music is having its 50th anniversary this year, and we are delighted to have it here at the New London Barn Playhouse. You do not want to miss this production. There's 3 weeks of this show. It runs until July 19th. The costumes, the set, and of course the actors, a huge part of this wonderful family favorite. Joining me now is Andre Softeland. He happens to play the captain.
Hi, how you doing?
Thank you for joining us. I am delighted with that show. It was so good. Now, many of our audience will remember you as playing Jean Valjean in Les Miserables a few years ago. How do you like this role, the captain?
It's very different. There's less singing in it, and it's a totally different. Well, it's a different play. It's a different musical, but I like this too. I mean, it's more of a suave, kind of rich guy, and it's fun. Even though he starts out as being a kind of a douche, and then he repents himself, like Valjean did as well. So I like those characters.
Right. Well, you play it very convincingly. It's really a great show. How is it working with the children?
It was good. I love them. They are charming. They're good. They're very noisy, but if we give them too much sugar, they'll be bad. So no, they're doing a good job. Yeah, they are.
Good. They certainly did a great job today. Might we see you in any other shows this summer, or is this it?
This is it for me at the barn. I will go back to. I have a couple of things in New York, like small things, and I'm going back to Norway to do Sound of Music again, actually, in Norwegian.
Okay, so you've played this role before?
I have played this role before as well, yeah, I have.
Good. Well, thank you so much, Andre. So as I said, do not miss 3 weeks of Sound of Music, July 1 through July 19th, right here at the New London Barn Playhouse.
Coming up next on YCN News, Capital Connections host John O'Connor and our news director Lisa Connell discuss the biggest stories of the week in our Week in Review segment. That's coming up next.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Mike Pizzone. Well, it was a pretty nice way to start the long weekend with clear skies and temperatures nearing 80 degrees. And it looks like that trend will continue over the next couple of days. Skies will remain mostly clear this evening with calm winds and temperatures bottoming out at around 52 degrees. Things will warm right back up into the mid-70s tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, though there's a very slim chance we could see some spot showers after 2 p.m. That threat will be gone come fireworks time, thankfully, with partly cloudy skies and a low of around 55 degrees. And things will be equally nice for Sunday with mostly sunny skies and a high of 82 during the day before falling to around 61 Sunday evening. Now let's take a look at our community calendar to see what's happening over the holiday weekend. A public reading of the Declaration of Independence will take place tomorrow beginning at 3 p.m. at the American Legion Post 29 on Broad Street in Claremont, New Hampshire. The event is free and open to the public and light refreshments will be available. The 32nd Annual Summer Arts and Crafts Festival, presented by the Society of Vermont Artists and Craftsmen, will be held tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Fletcher Farm School for the Arts and Crafts in Ludlow, Vermont. There is no cost to attend. The Bellows Falls Family Moose Center on Westminster Street in Bellows Falls, Vermont is hosting a free buffet breakfast on Sunday from 8 to 10 a.m. Call the number on the screen to find out more. Last night we highlighted the area boys selected to New Hampshire's All-State baseball team. So today we thought it would be nice to showcase the area girls named to the Granite State's All-State softball team. And it was no surprise that Newport landed 3 representatives in Division III, as the Tigers clawed their way to a number 9 seed behind an 11-5 regular season record. And leading the way on the second team was sophomore pitcher Samantha McNeil, who added depth in the circle and another solid bat in the lineup, while Emma Carroll, whose defense and ability to put the bat on the ball earned her the nod from opposing coaches as well. Newport Ace pitcher Stephanie Carl earned honorable mention for her dominance both in the circle and at the plate, while Kearsarge's Samantha Dow also earned honorable mention as one of the division's biggest threats with a bat in her hands. Over in Division 4, it was no surprise the eventual champions in Sunapee landed 4 representatives, led by Player of the Year and first-teamer Katie Frederick, who was nothing short of dominant from the circle all season. Power-hitting junior Lexi Hamilton also swung her way to a spot on the first team, while secondary pitcher and slugger Faith Larpenter was named to the second team, and first baseman Jessica Parsons earned honorable mention in helping her team clinch the #1 seed and an 18-2 overall record. Congratulations to all those athletes on a great season. That does it for YCN Sports. I'm Mike Pizzone.
Thanks, Mike. Well, we here at YCN will be enjoying a nice 3-day weekend on Monday. And so coming up next, we are bringing you part 1 of Capital Connections host John O'Connor's conversation with Senator Jerry Little. Be sure to catch part 2 on Tuesday. Stay with us.
The YCN News continues in a moment.